how you guys started BONNIE X CLYDE.
We actually went to high school together.
Okay, would you like to say to your fans in Indonesia?
Listen to Indonesia.
Thank you guys so much for listening to anything.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be over there soon.
Hai Tribunnews, balik lagi nih dalam On Can Everynight. Kali ini ditemenin sama Sarah. Tapi Sarah hari ini nggak akan sendirian karena ada beberapa bintang tamu spesial yang akan hadir join bareng On Can Everynight hari ini. Dan mereka ada BONNIE X CLYDE, merupakan duo dari Virginia dan juga ada FOMO. Dan mereka baru saja merilis lagu kolaborasi bertajuk Nitya. Seperti apa, penasaran? Kita langsung saja sapa mereka. Wow, it's so nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
This is Sarah
Great to meet you as well.
from Tribunnews. Yeah, how are you doing?
Good.
So good.
Yeah, just at home, working on stuff, hanging out.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
working on music.
Yeah, I think you guys so cool with the new music. Yeah, I heard Nitya. It's very cool song, and I repeat it on Spotify.
I'd love to hear that.
Thank you so much. Means a lot to us.
Yeah, we're very excited about it.
Okay, before we go and talk about a new single, Nitya, could you guys introduce and say hi to Tribunnews?
What's the name
Hi.
of it?
Tribunnews.
How we doing?
Tribune.
Tribunnews?
Yeah.
Hello, Tribune.
You go, hi, Tribunnews.
Okay, thank you.
Tribunnews.
Okay. I heard that you guys are high school buddies from Virginia, yeah? BONNIE X CLYDE. Before we go and talk about the music, can you tell us how you guys started BONNIE X CLYDE?
We actually went to high school together, and when we went to college, we separated and weren't around each other for a couple years. Met back up in Miami, started making music because I was a singer, he was a producer DJ, and then it kind of led into our senior year of college where we were working on music. And as soon as I graduated, we knew we wanted to make it a project, and I moved to Miami, and that is how we started. Kind of just decided that we liked the music we were making together, and been making music ever since.
Okay, but BONNIE X CLYDE is unique because when I search BONNIE X CLYDE, almost all of them show famous criminals. Why do you guys use this name?
When we initially started making music, our music was more bass leaning and I would say more trap, and it was at the time fitting that we wanted to be these like hardcore criminals, but like in our music it was more like a hardcore aesthetic. And now we're kind of transforming in different ways, putting out all kinds of genres. But initially it was kind of a guy-girl duo that were like, you know, ride or die, and that was kind of the persona we had.
We
like,
really just thought we thought it was a name that people would get behind and rally behind and connect to.
Okay, that's so cool. Yeah. And talk about FOMO. Right. FOMO, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. Yeah. You guys, it's so cool. And I heard that your song before you working together with BONNIE X CLYDE, and why you working with them?
We've always been big fans of their music, and our manager currently has been longtime friends of theirs, and just thought it would be a good idea for us to get in the studio and see what we can come up with. And she was right that it would be fruitful because it came together super naturally, and you know, we're now really good friends with them, so we're super stoked that we were able to make the connection.
Okay, Morgan, do you like working with Paige and Daniel?
Oh yeah, of course. We've actually been hanging out a lot recently. We were just in Arizona a couple of days ago for their show, and we came out on stage with them, and that was probably the most people we've ever been in front of. So
This was a picture from that show.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was
Oh,
that was
wow.
the craziest crowd I've ever seen from the stage for sure.
Daniel green screening it.
With the green screen plug.
Okay. Nitya, it's some. I can tell this is a surprise for your fans, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Now, can you tell us the story about the song?
So basically, the FOMO boys came in with a little idea they made like 2 years ago, and there was a little vocal sample in it that went, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And then we took that out, but we used the theme as a place to, as inspiration to what we were going to write about. And then we created this story about it was about a girl that, like, she was coming out of the relationship, or Paige, what was it? And then basically she still needs the other person.
So yeah, it's just based off of a relationship between, really between anyone that feels a type of love and connection with somebody, and they're still longing for that person. And although that person wants to leave and potentially move on with their life, they are still craving them and they need them in their life. And it's, yeah, basically like when we figured out the inspiration of the song, it kind of all happened really quickly. I came up with a melody and we all kind of flowed with it, and the production started going crazy, and we were all really hyped on the big stabs and the drop, and we all were pretty on the same page about where we wanted to go with the production and the vocal, and yeah, it came together really nicely. So.
Yeah, I think it's just like a through line or a story that kind of all of us could kind of piece in, parts of things we've been through in our lives, and so everyone had a little bit, to add to it, and it all just came together super well.
Okay. Talking about the process, how long you guys make it into a complete piece?
I think it was like probably 8 hours max of work, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was like
for Morgan mastered it.
Yeah, the main idea for this song came together in like an afternoon, maybe 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, and then we just had to go back and forth, kind of just like tinkering with the final product. And from there, I'd say, just like with technical stuff, probably another day behind it, and then it was ready to go.
Okay.
Which would be quick.
Okay.
Quick. I would say that's quick.
Yeah, very quick compared to most songs. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, that's good. And what is your favorite part in this song? How about you, Daniel?
My favorite part is when we were considering ideas for the drop. We had like a bunch of ideas that were, you could say, less palatable, which I mean by that I mean like harder to remember. And then we just like grabbed the vocal sample. I wait for you if you wait for me. And then once we got that into the drop, we were just like, okay, this is good. We got this. This is it. We
got it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, wrap it up, put a bow on it, send it.
Yeah. We had a bunch of like crazy sounds in there, and we ended up just like picking something that was like right in front of our face the whole time, just like putting the vocal and kind of making it feel like a drop element, but just like a melodic vocal chop. So
yeah,
that's probably
simple
my favorite part
but memorable, but still good.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts is like what would be like right before the last drop, like kind of like the bridge section, but in like an electronic song. I love that part because it's kind of like the climactic moment before the last drop.
I love like the different harmonies and stuff in that second build up. It makes it like so much more powerful.
Yeah, it's cool.
How about you, Morgan? What's your favorite part in the song?
I think my favorite part about the song is just that it's so memorable. Like on the first listen, I remember when we played it for our friends, like they would all be singing the song by the time it was over. So I think that's a key element in any song, if you could like remember it after the first time you hear it. So I think that's got to be my favorite part for sure.
Okay, this song tells about someone we need in the most in our life. When you have to choose someone that you need the most, who will it be?
Morgan.
Oh, it's Garrett for sure.
For me, it's Morgan.
Yeah, we've been working together for like 10 years now, so it's Garrett for sure.
I think we both can
through
relate
all
to
the
this song.
different girls and stuff in our lives. Morgan's always been there for me, so definitely not a girl.
Yeah. I think it's uncommon that I don't see a lot of duos working with duos. So like that we all both like have this connection to each other where we don't, we need each other, you could say, or like we feel like we couldn't be without each other in this life, because I don't feel like I could be without Paige in, my world. So, we all can relate to it in that way. And I think that's a unique thing about this specific collaboration, because I couldn't think of another duo that did a collaboration with another duo.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think like obviously there's family members and people in my life on my personal side of things that like I need so much, but it's special and different when you have a duo in a relationship where you're not just in a business, but you're also like creating art, which is like an extension of yourself. It's like you and that person creating like little art babies, and like they're like,
yes.
they exist on their own. And it's a wild thing to watch because like music just lasts forever, it's something that will always be there.
Okay, but some people will answer that though someone who need in the most in life, maybe a parents, a mom and dad, or maybe a sister and brother. But yeah, someone's maybe have another answer, right? Okay.
Yep.
During the process, is there any moment that you guys can ever forget, like funny moment or something maybe?
Yeah, we had so
I think
many laughs in the studio. I don't know. If
I feel like we all just had
one.
Yeah, we just had a natural
Funny
connection in the studio.
Oh, what'd you say, Morgan?
I'm trying to think if there's like a legitimate moment. Yeah, but I feel like just like being like the first time we got in the studio together to make the song, like we all just had a good time, just hanging out the whole day,
just laughing nonstop, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say out of like a lot of sessions that we've been in, they're not always like people that you're like friends with also. So it was cool to like make a song with people that we just like became friends and actually like vibed off of just like being friends, or like other people, you make a song, you potentially don't ever see them that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had to
never see them again.
If I had to pin a moment down though, I would say probably when we performed it for the first time in Vegas was like my favorite moment from the whole experience, for sure.
Yeah. Same here. That was cool.
Okay, it's turning great. What do you guys expect from the people after hearing this song?
Expect them to listen to more of our music. That's basically it.
Yeah, I hope this is a good introduction to people who have maybe never heard of us before, and they just look out for more, because we're just getting started.
Yeah, and I think that it's definitely a song that's super memorable and that people can carry with them and relate to on a lot of levels. So
okay, after release Nitya, what's next? Maybe you guys will be working together in the new single or albums.
Yeah, so
this song is actually on our album.
Yeah, so they have an album coming out. We just have a couple singles lined up, but yeah, definitely hope in the future that we can find time to make another smash.
Sure.
Okay. What makes you miss your fans the most?
Yeah, I think when we miss the fans the most was not playing shows. So when you don't really get to be in front of them as much and really feel how much they're connecting to your music, you miss that. And now, thankfully, we've been playing shows almost every weekend, and they've only been getting bigger. We're feeling that. So, I mean, I don't feel that as much as I did when we were on lockdown.
Yeah, online interaction can only express so much, and you don't really get to see that like visceral reaction, like of people reacting to it directly in front of your face. So definitely when you're not playing shows is the hardest part.
Okay, would you like to say to your fans in Indonesia, FOMO and BONNIE X CLYDE?
Listen to Nitya.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to anything of ours, if you already have, and if you haven't, check it out.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be over there soon, because we've yet to play outside of the country besides like Mexico. So it's obviously in the plans, but
okay.
Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, BONNIE X CLYDE and FOMO, thanks for your time. We love having you on Cam every night, Tribunnews. Wish you health and success. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oke, itu tadi yang obrolan kita bareng BONNIE X CLYDE dan juga FOMO. Semoga ini bisa menjadi hiburan buat Tribuners semuanya. Aku Sarah Dita, pamit undur diri. Sampai jumpa.
Terima kasih sudah nonton. Jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan share ya.